A 2023 research by the Inclusive Friends Association IFA show that only 1% of persons with disabilities are employed in the formal sector, and 98.5% of buildings are not accessible to persons with disabilities. The Disability Act that stipulates that all public institutions should be made accessible to PWDs came to an end in January 2024. Yet, public and private institutions in Nigeria still have not fully complied with the law. Our correspondent, Dimas Ananze, has the details.
Despite a 5-year moratorium under the Disability Act, Nigeria yet faces accessibility challenges. Hence, this accessibility compliance dashboard to ensure a society where persons with disabilities live an equitable, fulfilled, and dignified life. The Inclusive Friends Association, IFA, explained that study also showed that 63.6% of MDA employees believe that MDAs were either inaccessible or somewhat accessible, and that 2 in 5 public institutions in Abuja are poorly accessible. According to the Inclusive Friends Association, the Accessibility Compliance Dashboard is a guideline for an innovative mechanism to help institutions live up to their responsibilities under the Act and hold them accountable.
For us, ensuring that compliance to accessibility in line with the law is very, very paramount, and there is need for your facilities to be audited, there is need for you to be compliant, and there is need for you to have that compliance certificate that will boost productivity and will boost your market share.
The dashboard does not only try to profile companies based on how accessible they are in terms of infrastructural facilities, but it also tries to profile them based on how inclusive they are in terms of their employment.
This is sensitization. This is creating the needed awareness. This is letting the people know this law exists, but we are not doing well with implementation.
The National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and other policymakers assured Nigerians of the commitment of the Tinubu administration to the full implementation of disability laws in Nigeria.
The Commission is going to widen the scope of enforcement of the Act. We are no longer talking about awareness, because enforcement is another aspect of awareness.
It is the law of Nigeria that anytime you are doing recruitment, at least 3% of the people that are employed should be PWDs. That is why the implementation matters.
It is the expectation of disability advocates that the authorities in Nigeria will try to ensure that a greater percentage of persons with disabilities are employed in the formal sector, and they do have greater access to public buildings across the country. Dimas Nanzang, AIT News, Abuja.